Alright, this video is for the people who are serious about becoming official disciples and possibly an instructor for this art. In order to be an instructor for this art, you're going to have to reach the elite status for all three levels of this. Is going to be the fitness, you got to reach elite status, and then for the technique training, you got to reach elite status, and then for the spiritual training, you got to reach elite status. Okay, and then when you reach those three statuses, then you will be an instructor. And when you become an instructor for the art, you will be certified, and the evidence will be on the website to prove that you are authorized to be an instructor for the art. And then within your area, if you find people that want to learn, you could charge for your services. Okay. As far as money and all that stuff, it could be talked about of how that's going to be arranged. And I'm doing this because I love to teach. I'm not really doing it just for money or anything like that. But at the same time, there may become a time when I'm putting so much effort or so much time into it that there's going to have to be some type of compensation, no matter if it's donations or whatever. But either way, those that don't have jobs or are unemployed, if you become an instructor for this art and you start making money through teaching, then there could be some type of agreement where we have some type of percentage of the profits that you make from that. Alright, so in order to get fully certified to being an instructor, you're going to have to be the elite status fitness, and that's not something that I got to be there for. Doing push-ups and squats and sit-ups, I don't need to babysit people. They could do that on their own, train on their own, and then when they reach the standards, all they got to do is show me the video, and then when I see it, then obviously it shows that they're at a higher level. So that could be satisfied through the internet. Same thing with the spiritual training, communication. No matter, we'll be emailing each other or leaving comments and responses. I could kind of get a feeling of how the person is and what type of spiritual understanding he has, and what kind of understanding he has behind the martial arts. So those two components can be easily fulfilled. The third component, the technique, that is something that you're going to have to learn as much as you can from all the videos that I share showing the techniques. You're going to have to work on perfecting the techniques, perfecting the form, and eventually videotape yourself performing some of the techniques. And then when I see it, I could offer commentaries to see, to let you know what you need to improve on and stuff like that. Okay. Now, once you get to that level where I feel that you're at a higher level and you're spiritually at an advanced level and you're physically elite, like you reached a high level physically, fitness speaking, and then technique, you're pretty advanced that I could see, then the next step, what we could do in order to get fully certified, is we're going to have to spar. And the way that I was thinking about it is that, people do live in different countries, different states. What you could do is you could come visit here for a week. There'd be a place for you to stay. It'd be a week, 2 weeks, or however long. But there will be costs involved. Obviously, the airfare and food will be provided. A place to stay will be provided, and you just pay some money for that, and then we'll be sparring. Like, say if you stay 5 days, we'll be sparring all 5 days, maybe about 6 hours a day. We'll get up early in the morning and we'll spar. We'll spar in the afternoon, and then we'll spar at night for 5 days straight to get you an understanding of the application of techniques in actual combat. And that can keep occurring until the person has reached the level where he is proficient. This could happen and maybe yearly or whatever. It just be hands-on sparring all day long, and throughout the day we'll take breaks, and we'll speak and talk about the spiritual side and the martial arts, the spiritual way of living, just more of the frugal life, and just observing the way that the way of normal living, of like the martial artist way. So we'll just be connecting in that respect as far as like instructors, disciple is concerned. Once you reach the elite status in the technique training, then that's basically like learning how to ride a bike. Once you learn how to fight, and you'll just know it, and it won't leave you. So you may just come every year, or you can just start sparring against other people, with other people in your area, just to refine your skills. But you will remember it as if you learned to ride a bike. You won't forget it. So once you get this training, and I instill this training in you, put hours and hours of training of sparring, then you'll get it. Just like the spiritual, once you get it, you got it. It's not going to leave you. Same thing with the technique. Once you get it, you got it. It's not going to leave you. The only thing that really requires a lot of maintenance is the fitness, and that's something you could do on your own. So this is another option for those that are really serious about taking this to the, to become an instructor for this art. This is what is going to have to happen. The technique is I have to be there to spar with you to see what level you're at, and how to take you to the next level. The fitness, you could do that on your own. Spiritual, do that on your own. We could do all that through internet. But as far as face-to-face sparring, I'm going to have to be there. We're going to have to spar. And the technique, I'll show you all the techniques, and you're going to keep training that on your own. And then you could practice with people around your area. But in order for me to really see if you got it, we're going to have to spar, and keep sparring and sparring and sparring until you get it. Okay, so that's how I see it happening. And this is a way, I guess, as an opportunity to learn something and share it, and you could make some money out of it. I do charge people, obviously, when I meet them face to face. So this could be actually like a kind of, I guess, like a job opportunity too, if you're really serious about it. Something that you could always do on the side in addition to your primary field of work. Teach people on the side, teach them how to better themselves physically, mentally, spiritually. You see a lot of personal trainers out there, and a lot of personal trainers, all they got to do is just go online, study some stuff for 3 months, and then they're certified as a personal trainer. They go to these commercial gyms. They're charging $70 an hour or more. And these people may not even be fit themselves, and they get certified so easily. So what I'm saying, when you learn this and you're able to become fit, you will be capable of teaching somebody else to get fit because you've done it yourself. So you'll be able to be a personal trainer. And then once I teach you the techniques, you'll be able to be a martial arts instructor. You could charge for that as well. Okay? And then spiritual understanding coordinates with the martial arts technique. And then you could, through the martial arts technique training, you could introduce them to the spiritual realm of the martial arts, so they get a deep understanding of it. So that's how I see it happening. You will end up making money, teaching people how to be fit, and then teaching people how to defend themselves and become better people. So this is also like a job opportunity. Okay? So any questions, let me know.